Hey everyone, it's Shepard from TeamworkCast.com here with a hopefully brief video on how to make millions and millions of Zenny in Monster Hunter Tri Ultimate. So for most of you, this should be a familiar sight. This is the Moga Village. First thing you'll want to do is, if you hadn't done so already, work your way through up until the 4-star quests. 1, 2, 3, 4. And once you get into 4-star, you'll have done a quest where you fought a Legiacrus in the Trial of the Sea Dragon. By that point, you should have been able to unlock up to level 3 fields. Now, you're going to need one special commodity for that. It's going to be Supersized Dung. It is not the result of a bad day with a chicken burrito and Taco Bell. It's a resource that is generated through hunting. So what you're going to want to look for is, hopefully, there we go. In the south, you'll see during the day, herbivores breeding. If you'll go ahead and start this, go out into the Moga free hunt area, you'll see some extra large Apanoths there. If you kill enough of them and you go to hunt report, you'll be able to generate supersized dung in that way. If you absolutely refuse to do so, sending people from the Tanzia port out on different quests, if you have their guild cards, sometimes brings it back as a resource as well. The reason we want to do this, though, is heading over to here, you'll see I've done a crop of knoll berries. Now, you're going to want to do 10 rounds of knoll berries. You'll see this gets you almost 30,000 Zenny after 10 rounds. And so you're just using knoll berries, dung, and do it for 10 cycles. So it's almost 1,000 Zenny per stack times 3 for each one of the fields that you're doing it with. And so hopefully, if you do this enough, you'll get a really, really good stream of revenue that way. Now, interestingly enough, there's actually a other way to use your fishing boats now. Now, it used to be in Monster Hunter Tri, I would always recommend people to send their boats off fishing. Now, I don't really need the fish as much. You can buy almost all the fish that you need in Tanzia Port, and so I'm just using them for money. And so I've sent off some of my guys to go to the various treasure islands, and you'll see I've got a really good crop this time of various things here: Royal Crest, Crown's Gemstone, and some eggs. I'll show off the items in my box in just a second to show how much money that's going to get you. But you'll see in general, I'm using Captain to Abyssal Volcano, Pirate's Tomb whenever it comes up, and then the Volcano. Now, you're also going to be wondering, what's it going to take in order to get my boats to this level? Well, after a certain point in the storyline again, and it's usually, I think, just after you've beaten the low rank, you'll have the ability to get the maximum commodities that you need for all these guys. So, occasionally you'll need to send the Argonacy Captain. Oh, what's the area? I think the Wyverian Hub. You'll see in the rare commodities list, it'll say something like Red Spear Upgrade, Red Spear Max, Black Spear Upgrade, Black Spear Max. And you'll need to have rare commodities to trade for them. Similarly, like you need to hunt large Apanoths in order to get their supersized dungs, you'll need to do some free hunting to upgrade them as well. And so what you're looking for is just various monsters that you can capture in the Moga Woods. Don't kill them. You definitely want to capture them. If necessary, gem and perception. Perception is an easy armor skill to get through gems if you don't have it on another, like a talisman or something like that. Let's see here. So you just need 5 binoculars and 5 Rhinopolis shells and 5 aqua glow jewels, and you can gem perception in pretty much anything. So do that, capture some monsters, and upgrade your ships. Now, as for the actual money you're going to generate, I actually haven't sold anything yet. And I've been farming the woods for about, for treasure for maybe 10 hours or so. Off and on throughout the day. Let's see how much you'll get. So, first of all, there are all these eggs. So I've gotten 74 steel eggs. That's 74,000. So we started at 470. Plus 22 silver eggs. Plus 3 golden eggs. And then interestingly enough, you'll see, oh, and also you get pirate booty. You can sell that as well. You get a bunch of different crowns. let me just show how the combining them works so you'll understand exactly which ones to combine and which ones not. So if you do low rank treasure hunting, you'll get a lot of incomplete crowns and occasionally some gemstones. And then as you move up, you start getting things such as royal crests and dazzling crowns you only get from combining gemstones and incomplete crowns. So really, these are the two base plus this. You can technically combine a dazzling crown with the royal crest, but it's not very efficient money-wise. What you want to do is you want to combine a royal crest with an incomplete crown to make a crested crown. And then you can combine the crested crown with the crown's gemstone. And that gives you a realmless crown. And then you can occasionally just put together crowns, gemstones, and incomplete crowns there. You'll see incomplete and gemstones don't sell for much. Dazzling crowns sell for a lot. That's a big upgrade in terms of Zenny you get. And realmless crowns sell for a ton, 7,000. It's a lot. You can sell some of these, you can sell some of these. And we're really just around... Oh, let's find a way to get ourselves up to 1 million. And we just want to save a couple gemstones in case. There we go. And so that's 1 million Zenny. Really from a very, very minimal amount of effort. Something else that must be mentioned, though, of course, is how exactly are you able to come up with all of the resource points in order to fuel both the fishery as well as the farm. In Monster Hunter Tri, by far the best way to generate resources was through quality sponges and a royal Ludroth. Unfortunately, at least as far as I can tell, the drop rate of sponges has dropped a lot. For whatever reason, you can't really get it often enough through carves or capturing. It is a break reward, but I have not had much luck with it. However, once you've upgraded your village level enough, and I believe that does require getting into high rank, you're able to start turning different resources into commodities. The two best ways to get it would either be farming Plesioths, or in my opinion, Duramboros. You fight a Duramboros for, I believe, your 5-star Urgent, and tripping him, breaking his humps are both really easy to do, especially if you're playing online and then Tanzia. There's a double Duramboros quest. You can either kill him or capture him. Either case, you get humps. Just trading in 3 of them gets you 4,500 points, which is enough to run your farm for almost, I don't know, 5 to 6 hours. So killing 1 Duramboros for a day would be enough to keep your farm going pretty much indefinitely. And then the only other thing you might need, sorry, I should have mentioned it earlier, you will need dung to fuel your Knollberry operations. You want to go to the Tanzia port, and if we're lucky, the old lady will be showing it, but she does sell dung on her own. She's not selling it this time, but just check in every once in a while. She rotates through various different things that she's selling. When she's selling dung, just stock up on like 200 to 300, and that'll be enough to fuel you for quite a while. Okay, so that's more or less it for now. I'm not going to spend too much more time beating this into the ground. Make sure to constantly work on your fisheries and your farms. If you're in the middle of questing with some other people online, you can just check your Moga Village status from here. Once a couple of things can come up to crop, just go on over here and talk to the Nico guy. And you can actually see exactly what your guys are up to. Nothing right now. You can always send out your requests from here as well, so you don't even have to leave the online village at all. Just don't be doing it every single quest. Ethics-wise, try to get it all done in every like 5 or 6 missions, so you aren't constantly running back and forth, holding up the group. So in any case, hope this was helpful. You know, one thing I forgot to show was the actual combined value of that Realm Crown. I will look that up and post it right here. Otherwise, thanks for watching, good luck, and have a good hunt.